Dude, bear crawls have to be the ultimate workout of that fusion of like it looks so easy and is so strenuous. Like just a little. I remember I went with some trainer for a hockey thing, and he was like bear crawls, like there and back, and I was like, oh, this is like this is like what children do goofing around, and it's like you get 5 seconds in and you're like, oh, it's not like that, it's not like
I
that.
gotta tell you something. As someone like over the years, like I've been on training and off training, and I've worked with different trainers. The one pet peeve I have, and I'm not a trainer, so I don't know at all the mentality of it, but the one pet peeve I have is when I see like a fatter person.
Mhm.
And like, I've seen like another YouTuber like posted this once. I've seen like a fat friend of mine post this. They're like, yeah, I'm going to see my trainer. We're here right now. My first day back, we're going hard. And then I see them doing the crawl. I'm always like, what's wrong with this guy? Why would you make this fat ass go down and do the crawl? Like that is such a hard thing. And
Yeah.
you want to have confidence after your first session. You're gonna make them like do the fucking crawl like around a tennis court a couple times. I'm like, I promise you, there
He's
is
going to
no
McDonald's.
fat ass in the world that is gonna do the crab walk or bear crawl or whatever that first session and then come back the next day.
It's so
Yeah,
bad.
No
they're
way.
gonna go to
Like,
McDonald's
you
as soon
gotta
as
ease
it's
into
over.
that shit.
When I would
Hold on.
when I did jujitsu,
Kyle-
like that was the warm up. It was an hour of that, and it was like 10 different fucking animals. I didn't know all that shit existed. You mentioned the crabs and the bears, and then there's the monkeys. There's like 8 other animals they mix in there, and like I was new to the class, so I don't know any of that. They're like, do the ostrich walk, and I'm like,
Your best impression.
Rip your own head off.
Hold on one second. Harley was talking about like big people shouldn't do bear crawl in their first exercise. Kyle, I think I specifically remember there being a lot of bear crawls in FPS Boot Camp.
I don't know. We never did any bear crawls because I didn't know what they were. I don't think at the time. We did silly stuff, right? Like I felt like we did the opposite.
Right.
We did things that I felt like he
Was
couldn't get burnt
FPS
out
Boot
on.
Camp
Okay,
was when
alright,
you took on a specific client.
Yeah. That was Wings.
yeah.
He's,
Okay. But you were doing this all like you didn't have a gym though, right?
There was a gumpy suit.
It's like pulling tires.
I had like some
There was
basic,
pulling tires.
I had some basic gym equipment, but we did a lot of like calisthenics and stuff, and then we did like funny shit for the camera because we were trying to like make videos at the same time. But it was lots of stuff that I felt like wouldn't hurt his joints and stuff. So like it sounds stupid, but we did a thing where we had him sit on the floor, and there was a rope tied to Jeremy, like that the guy with the rotten teeth, and Wings would do Jeremy pulls. So he'd pull the rope and it would drag Jeremy across the hardwood floor. And like it was actually a good work. Like by the time he was done, he would, Jeremy pulls are tough.
now that your fuckability has gone up like 4 times over. You know what I'm talking about. Would you be able to reapproach that and like do it with like do you have like I'm sure you don't think about it.
Yeah, do you think you'd be able to fuck Wings this time?
Yeah.
You could talk him into bed?
Yeah, he'd be down this time. He would not turn me down. He'd be into it.
Would you be able to do it this time now? Like you got a new mentality that you'd be able to tap into him with or strategies on approach?
I think with somebody that's that big though, it'd probably be the same thing because like maybe the diet would be a little bit different because they're I don't know I've learned a lot there, but as far as what we were doing, I do the same shit, I think, because the things that were silly were meant to be silly. We both knew they were silly. They were for people to laugh at and enjoy the videos. And the things that like we did that worked, they just worked. Things like walking and like things like just staying active and adding a little bit of caffeine, not taking a nap in the middle of the day and just not eating ice cream, like shit like that. When you're 450 pounds, the life decisions that get you to 300 are very tiny little things.
Literally, absolutely.
It's like, yeah, I had to cut out marshmallow floof. You know how it is.
You lose a little weight by sleeping in and delaying breakfast.
Yeah.
Like when you're that big, you could do anything and lose 12 pounds in 2 days, like all the time.
You really can.
Take 18 more steps.
Like most dudes out there who are overweight, if you just cut alcohol out and start smoking weed, you'd be good. Like you would be like you wouldn't be fat anymore. You wouldn't have a big belly.
Oh, I
anymore.
know there's a fat ass alcoholic listening right now. There's dozens.
Oh,
Statistically, there's dozens listening to this podcast right now.
It's so much alcohol.
That's
Alcohol
true.
is so many calories, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and if you
Yeah.
drink a lot, like it's one thing if you're having a few drinks one night a week. Like if you just go out and
Mhm.
get drunk one night, like that's like a big meal. But there are a lot of people who drink every night, like
Yeah.
all night long. And like
Well,
I
that's
used
an
to,
insane amount of calories every day, all night
Yeah.
long. It's
like
just like that's
like
like
when we played
chain
COD.
eating sandwiches.
I remember like when
I
we played
love
COD
that.
back in the day, and like there'd be a lot of guys who would just drink beer all night. Like they'd start drinking
Mhm.
beer at 8 p.m. and they wouldn't finish until 1 a.m. and they'd pass out. That's like 30 beers or something like
Yeah,
that.
that was like
Like
me at 23. I'd be like, oh, like I'm staying home. It's the weekend. I'm literally gonna drink while gaming.
yeah,
Like I love that, bro. I swear to God, I got better as the night went on. Like there was like a window where you drink, and then there's this like time like right before you're gonna get too drunk, where you like I feel like you were in tune with the game, like you had it, like you were good.
Yeah, you got like the perfect mix in your
No
blood.
hesitancy. You're a little bit more bold with your
that
approach.
You're a little
confidence.
more intuitive with your movements off the rush,
yeah.
and then you go another drink past that, and the
Missing your shots, getting killed.
the collapse has begun.
I have a buddy
I
that
just-
always snorted lines, and he'd be like, "This is focus factor. This is focus factor, and the kids can't keep up with this. They're not going to be able to handle me. They're out there. What are they doing? They're 14 years old. Their mom bought them the Xbox. I just banged out 4 lines. Complete focus factor. This game is like slow mo to me. It's
We're
slow
going
mo.
prestige.
The
I
thing
swear.
is, these kids don't have access to the amount of cocaine I have.
90 kills, 0 deaths.
Sure,
it's
they're
real
all
life.
on Adderall, but you know,
It's like if I die in the game, I die in real life, and 90 kills, no deaths.